Hello, my name's Daniel and you're watching Hiking Survival in Japan. So on my last trip back to Ireland there over the New Year's, I picked up this brand new Regatta Great Outdoors jacket. So I've been using it for the last few weeks and I just want to give you a quick review on the pros and cons of this type of jacket and in this particular jacket in particular. So let's go back indoors and let's have a closer look at this jacket.
Okay, so this is the Highmore in 3-in-1, and the colour for this jacket actually is pepper and chili. It's a two-tone jacket. Okay, and I picked this jacket up in a hiking shop in Little Mary Street in Dublin, Ireland, there when just over the New Year's when I was back home. I got it for a great deal and I love this jacket. This is some of the specs that come with it. Okay, so it is a real Regatta jacket. Basically, it's got their new micro warmth technology, new stylish fit, waterproof breathable technology. It's the Isotex 5000. I have this on a trespass jacket and I find it great. And I can prove that this jacket is waterproof. I've used this in a downpour, a few downpours there since the New Year's. You do get an online guarantee with it as well. All the usual garbs that come with it, and there you go, just to let you know, the Highmore 3-in-1 jacket, if anyone's looking. So let's have a closer look at this jacket. As you can see, the jacket comes with two very large chest pockets, or as Regatta like to call them, mat pockets. They're quite big, fits my whole hand inside. The zippers are actually waterproofed as well, so they are waterproof zippers, stormproof zippers, if you want to call them. Further down, then you have two hand pockets on either side. Again, these are quite large pockets as well. Altogether about this size on the inside. These zippers are not stormproof because you have the stormproof flap to go over them. Top of the jacket has a roll-in hood, Velcro attachments. It just rolls out. This then has Velcro again on either side, which allows you then to attach it into the collar. I find this really great because the last thing I hate is having one of these type of hoods and this is just flapping about, smacking you in the face when you're not using it. Having these little tabs to hold it in place just makes life a lot easier on windy days. The inside of the hood is fully lined with a breathable net. On top of the hood then you have again Velcro attachments to make the hood shorter or smaller for you to utilise the head. Okay, no vents on this jacket. The cuffs, as I said before, have Velcro on them again. As I said in my previous comment, that I do find that these are a little bit narrow for my liking, and because of the ample piece they give you here for grabbing with gloves, when it is closed I find this bit does catch in items and come undone. That's one of my small gripes about this jacket. Same on the other side. There's nothing on the back. The waist of the jacket then has a pull tie on either side to bring in the hem of the jacket. Front is closed with, again, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of Velcro and a very nice zipper. Inside then you have your second jacket. This jacket is attached on either side with zippers. Zippers. There you go. And then the collar is actually attached by a little press stud tab that fits through a piece of elastic at the back of the second jacket. The same on the cuffs. They also have attachment points for the sleeves to stop the jacket from moving about inside. So we're just going to take this out and have a look at the first jacket. Right, so this is the inside of the jacket. Again, it is fully lined with this breathable net. There is no inside pocket. That's another thing I would have liked to have seen in this, would be a small net pocket on either side or just on one side. Would have been very handy to have, just to store away things inside your jacket out of the bad weather if possible. Other than that, the jacket is really nice, very well made. I did find there was a lot of loose threads on the jacket when I first bought it, and I spent hours clipping most of them off. That's I suppose a standard issue, but for the price you're paying for the jacket, it's not too bad. I've had the same problem with higher quality jackets. So that is the outer part of the jacket. The material itself is a lovely ripstop material as well, so that should help you. And as I said, the jacket is made from the Isotex 5000. All these markings are actually reflective in light, which is great for night time, to be seen by cars. It would have been nice to have one on the back as well, but again, they haven't. Right, this is the inside jacket. It is very well made, and again, very warm. This is their new micro warmth jacket, and it is. I found this jacket to be extremely warm, even just on its own. And putting the two jackets together gives you a very nice protection against the element. This jacket is a very close fit. It's nice. You can wear it underneath other types of coats as well, or wear it on its own. I find it really good. Now, I've tried it with a few different other jackets over the last few weeks, just to give it a try out in the very cold weather we had here in Japan, and it's worked amazingly well. The material on it is a type of very small ripstop, which gives it a nice little texture to it. The paneling on the front and on the back gives you that type of Mao jacket pattern, or quilted jacket pattern for extra warmth. These are individual pockets of foam, and then again they have two pockets on either side. Keep your hands in. They're nicely lined. They are lovely big pockets. The cuffs on it, not elasticated, they're just folded over and ended, so it doesn't give you any restriction around your wrist or anything like that, and when you have it with the other jacket you don't feel that your wrist is being squashed or anything. It does also give you the opportunity to pull these slightly a bit up on your arm if you need to be, but there isn't much room. They're quite close fitting cuffs. Again, on each end is the elastic used to attaching it to your jacket, the other jacket. Again, it comes with a lovely two-way zipper. The hem again has drawstrings in it as well to keep pulling it in, and is fully lined on the inside. So this is the inside jacket on its own. The arms on this are of a nice length. I'm 6 foot. I've got pretty long arms. I take a 38-inch chest, and this has lovely room in it. I have no problems moving about. This is the L size, the large of this jacket. So they are quite a nice fit, but be warned that they are stylish, so they do have more of a slender cut to them than your normal outdoor jacket, which is usually designed to give you more movable space. As you can see, there is no logo or anything on the back, just folds nicely. Again, it would have been nice for them to have a simple drop pop inside pocket inside this jacket as well, or as on the other one, just to give you that somewhere else inside your body that you might be able to store something to keep it warm and keep it extra safe and dry from any type of bad weather that you might be in. That's another one of my little gripes on this jacket. Again, this one had a lot of pieces of threads hanging out of it which needed to be cut and pulled, which is kind of a time waster for me as well. But besides that, it's great. As I said, this is an extremely warm jacket on its own, and added with the outer weather shell, it actually gives you a wonderful protection for the most severest weather. So I just wanted to show you what this jacket now looks like with the hood. There's quite ample space in it. It fits quite nicely. There's no wire in it at all, but it does have a kind of cap cover, so if you're wearing a hat underneath, it's quite nice. One thing I do find is that because it has the net lining inside, as I turn my head, I find my head being trapped by the netting itself. So that is also kind of an issue with it, but if you have a hat on underneath, that issue isn't really there. Fits nice goes back. Again, there's the piece if you want to pull it up off your face more, or leave it down to cover your face more, depending on your preference. It does have drawstrings, so you can pull it down tighter. Now, there is no locks on these are actually just friction locks, so that was what will keep those into place. So when not needed, hold it back nicely and sits nicely on your back. So let's go back outside now. So some of the pros and cons I found with this jacket so far. On the good side, it is highly waterproof. I have worn it to some very bad wet weather that we had here at the beginning of the year, and it's kept me nice and dry. The jacket underneath, the inside jacket, is also extremely warm. It cannot be just worn on its own. It is just so warm. Having the built-in hood I find is a great plus side to it as well, because when you're hiking you don't always want to have a hood in the way while you're putting on and taking off any type of backpack or burden. Having it sewed away until you need it is quite nice. The hood that they give you is quite generous and it fits nicely around your face, which also has then side pieces that velcro into the collar to stop it from blowing around. Two waterproof pockets I find to be nice and deep. I can get most of my kit in there, quite nice. Also the hand pockets are really nice too. Zippers run sweet on these things. They're really nice. As regards to the downsides of this jacket that I find, now they can be just my personal gripe, so I don't hold it against the jacket, but just personally, the cuff area is a bit narrow for me. I like it a little bit wider. Then also the velcro is very narrow on it, and I do find that it's a bit kind of cuts into my wrist a little bit because it is so narrow. Also having a generous tab pull on it for grabbing with gloves and like that, I find also catches a lot in different things when you're putting on your rucksack or taking it off. That's just what I find on it. The jacket can be a little bit too warm, so do be careful when you're wearing it. At the moment we're at 2 degrees here up in the mountains, and there's flurries of snow every now and again. For me now, I am perfectly warm. I don't feel anything. This thing is really nice. But if you're hiking in it for any amount of time, you do tend to build up any sweat on the inside. And as you don't have armpit vents to let that heat out, you do end up having to vent open the jacket. At the moment, I find the best way for me is to wear the front part unzipped. So then I can let out a lot of the heat as I'm hiking by having the front part open, and then if I start to get a little bit chilly, I can then zip it back up again. That's really it. As a jacket, I really like it. I have no complaints for the price and for the quality of the jacket. Hope you've liked this video. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. If you have comments about this jacket or any of the things that I've reviewed, please leave it in the comment box below. All nice comments will be welcomed. And always remember, be prepared.